Get ready for fireworks, folks. Kazakhstan's NIYAZYMBETOV in red against Uzbek's MAMAZULUNOV in blue.
Well, this is a much-awaited clash between, well, regional rivalry. Uzbekistan takes on Kazakhstan. NIYAZYMBETOV in great shape for these championships. A real class act. Southpaw fighter. A difference in styles from MAMAZULUNOV of Uzbekistan. Oh, a hit behind the back of the head. Sent his man through the ropes. Unintentional. It was a hook and it arrived late. Referee Andrew Caulfield just resets them again. Well, there's a very, very slight margin between these fighters. For me, I think NIYAZYMBETOV has got great skill sets. And I think he's perfectly placed to deal with the tight, aggressive, low stance style of MAMAZULUNOV. Very upright, NIYAZYMBETOV, and from there, he can work that right jab exceptionally well. So is it going to be revenge? We'll have to wait and see.
Well, MAMAZULUNOV just trips over, goes to the ground there. It's not an 8 count. MAMAZULUNOV won 2-1. It was a split decision. They were so tight at the Asian Championships. One of the first times they used the 10-point must system that we are employing now. A very tight guard MAMAZULUNOV has.
Very relaxed, easy way about him, NIYAZYMBETOV. Using the ring space well, trying to draw his man on. Turns him again and catches him on the back of the head with that right hook. Referee Andrew Caulfield just brings it to NIYAZYMBETOV's attention. It's an unintentional strike, it's just the speed with which the Kazakh fighter turns his man and then brings that right hook into play.
And he's a tricky character hit, MAMAZULUNOV. He's boxing so low with such a tight guard. There you go, he's waiting for the counter-attack. NIYAZYMBETOV again looks great in the counter.
These are big shots coming through, Colin. They really are, they've got some heat on them. There's no jabbing and sticking and moving away. They've got serious intent about them, these shots.
So, end of round 1, and Adilbek NIYAZYMBETOV gets roared by the crowd. Will his exceptional counter-punching be enough to take it on the judges' scorecard?
Just look at the leverage behind those shots from both fighters. Big, deep stance, they come up, throw the shot. NIYAZYMBETOV, right from that upright position, comes in, throws in the body shot from that deep, deep low position. Real power in these shots. We could see a knockdown.
Tell you what, there's quite a few Uzbek fans in the crowd as well. They're singing MAMAZULUNOV. And it is NIYAZYMBETOV of Kazakhstan across the board, 10-9. He takes round number 1. So out we come for round 2. NIYAZYMBETOV of Kazakhstan in red. MAMAZULUNOV of Uzbekistan in blue. Drops low and dives in again.
Well, this was always going to be an explosive encounter. But the first round has just indicated that it's certainly going to be just that. MAMAZULUNOV, and it's like Joe Frazier comes in, moving the head from side to side, trying to work in under the guard of NIYAZYMBETOV. NIYAZYMBETOV cool, composed, just ready to work the counter, drops his right lead hand to invite MAMAZULUNOV in, but you know what the payoff's going to be. He'll turn his man, bring in that hook. Does it again beautifully. Just turns, this time it's the left hand. but that is a sweet shot. And in terms of strategy, he'll have looked at how he lost against Mamazulunov and then worked the strategy out to match. So it's a perfect jigsaw fit. Again, very tight margins in terms of hit or miss from both fighters. Mamazulunov, so aggressive, so powerful, throwing those jumping hooks. Tyson-esque, leaping off the ground, covering the distance, trying to land that shot.
Yeah, he's launching absolutely everything in these punches. He's got him in the corner. Is he going to go for him now against the ropes? Again, he turns away NIYAZYMBETOV. Brilliant movement from the Kazakh.
We've consistently seen throughout this competition great evasive skills and a high level displayed of artistry in the sport. It really has been more a competition of not of the shots that landed, but the ones that missed. Really great skill sets, a high level of elite boxing, and Mamazulunov used to landing those punches on a lesser boxer. You look at NIYAZYMBETOV and he slips them, he rides them, and really Mamazulunov having a real hard task trying to nail the Kazakh fighter down. Oh,
that's 5 or 6 flicking jabs into his face, just feeding him leather again and again, NIYAZYMBETOV.
Less than half a minute left, and it looks as if Mamazulunov hasn't got the strategy in place here. He's not got a thought-out, well-structured plan for dealing with NIYAZYMBETOV. NIYAZYMBETOV certainly has the upper hand here, but no lack of effort, certainly. Uzbeki fighter bringing it all.
Well, the end of round 2, and it's Adilbek NIYAZYMBETOV who walks off the more casual of the two, and putting in probably less effort with all that counter-punching he's done, just chucking the jab. Interesting to see just how many jabs he threw there, flicking it through Mamazulunov's guard. There he is, moving backwards again, keeping out of the way of those darting, jabbing punches.
Well, he's just a meister at turning his man right at the right moment. As Mamazulunov tries to pressurize him on the ropes, he turns at the last minute. It's the timing.
Yeah, and the judges have reflected that, Will. It's 10-9 across the board, 20-18 all the way down. And Mamazulunov, well, he's the man for the job if you need a knockout. He's a vicious puncher, and he's going to need it in this third and final round if he doesn't want to go away with the bronze, if he wants to get through to that final tomorrow. Underway then, round 3, final round of this semi-finals in the men's light heavyweight. And again, it's NIYAZYMBETOV of Kazakhstan who cracks him with a right in the counter.
Well, this third and final round, you'd think you'd seen enough in the previous 2, but this looks like a cracker as well. NIYAZYMBETOV starting to use his rear hand first, using the left. Look at the miss from Mamazulunov. And NIYAZYMBETOV turns his man and looks about, ready to land some big heated shots on there. Referee Andrew Caulfield calls a break.
Oh, goodness me. And he's starting to turn this into MMA, Mamazulunov, lifting him in the clinch, trying to bully him as best he can here.
Well, it's an absolute sign of frustration from Mamazulunov. He realized just a little too late that the strategy coming into this was wrong. But NIYAZYMBETOV really had done his homework and found the weaknesses in that scathing, powerful attack that Mamazulunov brings. And finding the weaknesses has enabled him to drop shots in like that with the rear hand. That sends a message of contempt really to Mamazulunov, that he can do that. He has the speed and the space in which to show that high level of skill.
He just keeps flicking out that jab. He does look a little bit one-dimensional now, Mamazulunov. NIYAZYMBETOV has figured out how to beat him, and with only 1 minute 10 seconds left on the clock, it's looking very good for Kazakhstan again to get another finalist.
no lack of effort from Uzbeki fighter Mamazulunov. That was a cracking shot there from NIYAZYMBETOV. Oh, and it couldn't have happened at a worse moment. Mamazulunov will take account.
Yes, Mamazulunov, big smile on his face there, because he did indeed throw a huge haymaker at the same time. The Kazakh athlete tapped him, but he got the standing 8. He stumbled after being hit, and we only have 35 seconds of this encounter left. And it's almost impossible now for Mamazulunov to pull this back on points. He needs the knockout.
NIYAZYMBETOV was confident at the beginning of the second round. Just look at him now towards the end of this third round. We'll see an absolute masterclass of elite boxing proficiency. Works off that jab, and a fighter at the level of Mamazulunov being just held at bay there by skill sets alone. Lovely left-right left combination.
And that is it. You better believe it. Adilbek NIYAZYMBETOV is on fire. The last 30 seconds there, a demonstration of combinations. An absolutely beautiful thing to watch, except for the Uzbek fans behind us. They were cheering all the way for Oybek MAMAZULUNOV. He tried his very best. That's the standing 8. A little unfair, perhaps. It was a big swing and miss.
Well, he definitely got hurt and tagged by it. It was definitely a send-down as a result of that punch, but I think at this stage the result is technical. But anyway, we'll wait for the official verdict.
Well, you can hear from the roars. There's the judges' scores. 10-8 across the board because of that knockdown for 2 of the judges. 30-27, 30-26, 30-26. It's a victory.